Uh, yeah, yeah. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Tech Talk Africa. I'm your host, Victor, and it's my co-host, Leslie, Jessy. Leslie, Jessy, I'm Jessy Lesley.
Why do you have the urge to introduce me?
Here we go again, guys.
I am your host, Jessy. Karibuni kwenye studio. Definitely. I look sharp today. I feel like I would have introduced this episode, but kawaida, let's give these things to the young ones, man.
Young ones, clearly. You see, ever since Jessy told us, ever since the internet knew that this very crucial piece of information, that Jessy is a millennial, not a Gen Z. Jessy anaona sisi ni watoto.
But you guys,
it's cool.
When I'm mlished dust on me on that episode. I've been trending everywhere. These guys have no mass.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys go watch that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch that episode. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, Victor, how have you been? And how has been your week since we last shot an episode, or since we did the millennial the millennial shoot?
Now me have been good. Kama kawaida, kazi hapa na pale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Na tuko pale kwa taxpayers, tutafuta taxpayers money.
Must be nice.
Yeah. As you can see today, nimevaa tie.
Pity this guy.
Changing my ways. I'm wearing a t-shirt size.
I pity this guy.
Yeah. I even have a good effect on this guy. You know, hadi amenyoa nywele. And you, Tombie?
Yeah. For me, I've been good. Been up and down. Crazy week. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Been tired. Went to some place. You know, kusafiri ni sijui kama hiyo ni kusafiri ama ni kufanya nini. I went to Kamulu. Man, that place is far.
Going to Kamulu ni kusafiri.
Yeah, that place is so far.
Yeah.
It took me like 2 hours, and then I had to shuka and then pick a motorbike.
2 hours to get there, then
pick a motorbike. Yeah. So it's totally been chaos, but it's a good week. It's a good week. As you can see, I shaved. People are asking me, kwani ulishikwa? Because I shaved.
What inspired this?
I just woke up and decided, why not? As I think the first opinion was ilikuwa niende bald. Mnaona the receding.
Wendo umedanganya Leslie aende bald.
You see the receding hairline sasa.
Unasema receding hairline. Yeah. As you can see, hiyo ni uzee, as you can see. But anyway, let's digress. Let's come to some minor topics of discussion first of all.
Actually, hata before tufike huko, there's some strange things that have been happening online. This meta thing,
the minor things,
this meta thing on Instagram, they want you to flag whatever you've edited, a photo that you've edited, as it has been done by AI. It has been made by AI, and there's been sentiments by photographers and a couple of other people in that industry. So I wonder how they just feel like this has been made by AI. They flag it, or they use, because some people are saying they use your photo to train the AI how to make other things. What are your sentiments about that?
Okay. I'd seen the tag, I think, yeah. But I wasn't sure what it actually meant, because it's mainly on photographers' pages. Like today I saw a post, one photographer post this morning, and in the post kwa tag hapo juu it says made by AI. If I look at the photo, I don't know where AI was used. Lakini, of course, I might not know everything about the thing because I was not there in the process when it was being made. But and also now the video you sent me,
the Peter McKinnon.
Is it Jana?
It's yesterday.
The Peter McKinnon. So I was looking at it and I'm like, if someone actually did the work on their own, because see, before AI, we used to do the work on our own.
Yeah.
We used to Photoshop the things on our own. We used to cut out the people, the objects. Maybe we change the color of the sky. We change.
Exactly. Yeah.
We might change the location of a person. Like there's I don't remember the handle of this guy, but on TikTok, he creates like this really interesting pictures, and he actually makes them from scratch. It looks like it's AI generated, but he actually shows you the process.
The process.
Yeah. So if I do that and then ninakuja Instagram and then I find imekuwa tagged made by AI.
I don't think, first of all, it tags. You have to choose for yourself.
You have to
made,
choose.
Yeah, you have to choose made by AI. You know, the first time I saw it, nilikuwa zile za, you know, the way YouTube, sahi kuna section when you go to upload the YouTube, it asks you if AI may play a bigger part on it. So I used to think, nika hii feature.
Yeah.
Until I met that video and I saw other photographers complaining, then I knew Meta maybe has a different agenda compared to whatever YouTube has. Because YouTube itasema tu, okay, this has been enhanced by AI, so that it tells people the difference between good creation and this has been done by AI, which is also some part of good creation. But for Instagram, it raises some eyebrows, yeah.
No, they have a kind of a thing they're trying to do. Because sababu, if you think about it, they're trying to show you where the real things were, and now the AI images are like they want to show you there's a fine line between the two. Sindio? They're trying to identify kind of. Sindio? Yeah. Ndio wakuonyeshi kama it was actually done by an original creator or it was generated by AI.
But it flags also something that you've edited on Lightroom.
Yes, that's exactly what now the point I'm trying to get to. Because if you say my content was made by AI, I don't know now the consequences of it. I don't know if it affects the way it's going to be pushed on Instagram.
Yeah. That's the question now.
Yeah, now because that's now what we need to know. I don't know now if you're going to use my pic. You say they use the pictures now to actually train their AIs.
Yeah.
They sell that data wanatumia to train the AIs into actually create it.
Yeah.
But how? Because even now in the current world, seeing what AI has been able to do, like how do we differentiate the real from the fake?
It's hard. It's hard because I think Mr. Boss alipost kitu asubuhi. Mr. Who's the Boss alipost kitu asubuhi. Formula 1 wanaenda kutengeza, I think the Canada version, Grand Prix, wanaenda kutengeza the trophy using AI.
The trophy?
Yes.
Okay. And
it was magnanimous. It was very beautiful. Now the question there was, how many people's jobs have been affected? The same way we are asking the question, when it comes to Instagram, now will it affect the algorithm on how it pushes the images? Because we've seen the deterioration from Instagram being a photo application turning into a video application. Now people have been complaining. Now what will be the impact of this thing now?
I guess until we have because it's something that has been introduced recently.
Yeah, because I wanted to know, the photo I posted last, I tagged it made by AI. I wanted to see what will be the difference between a normal photo and that how will it be pushed? What will be the insights and all that? I haven't checked it yet, but that's what I think. I'm giving it a month or so that I go to see.
Yeah, so we need to dig deeper, basically, because we don't know the consequences of using AI in your photos for content creation and things like that. But I guess the only way we'll get our answers is if we do a long time test. But again, now the Instagram is unpredictable because different content just does well differently.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, another thing is TikTok streaks. I don't know what TikTok streaks is. I don't spend much of my time there. I just saw people complaining about it, saying it's been picked from another platform.
Yes. Okay, mimi I haven't interacted with it. Not gonna lie, sija interact nayo. I've seen videos on TikTok about the TikTok streaks.
Yeah.
So if it's the same thing as what Snapchat had, or not had, has
I
currently.
think should be the same.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Then I don't see the relevance of it on TikTok. Is it trying to get more people to use the platform on a daily?
Should be.
Because that was a whole like relevance about it on Snapchat. Yeah. Because the streaks, obviously, lazima you have to send a video, a photo, or something to another person for it to maintain the number, for the number to actually, for the fire to not die down and for the number to rise. So kuna watu wako na streaks za like 700, 800, I think 3,000, 4,000.
What's the impact?
That's a day. And mind you, this number is rising per day. This is on Snapchat, for example. I think the highest person is gonna like 3 or 4K. And I'm like, umetuma picture every day. You go into the app every other day to send these photos or videos to another person for 4,000 days. That's like, I don't know how many years now, like 6 or 7 years.
So it tabulates this, it makes you sort of addicted.
It's in a number. It's just a number. It's just a number. Ni kama taking one coin, a 1 shilling coin per day, unaweka tu. So number inapanda. Ukikosa kuweka today, the number goes down.
That's an addiction mechanism, Bana. That's weird. Yeah. That's an addiction mechanism.
Exactly. That's the whole point of it. TikTok is a very addictive platform.
Yeah.
Because of all this, you can mindlessly scroll up hours and hours.
Yeah.
Now, if you take the fact that it's a video platform that targets, that curates your feed to your specific interests.
Yeah.
Meaning whatever you see there, unaionanga daily. Then that means simply that it's gonna be like detrimental to people in a way, because inamaanisha more people will spend more times on their TikTok app. Actually, because sure, if you do a social experiment, for most Gen Zs, TikTok is the most used app. If you just check the screen time.
Yeah.
And no, and vile tushaiongelea about social media in different there's a social engineering thing that happens with social media apps and all that. So yeah.
Oh, that's another level of addiction, man.
Yeah,
These
true.
people are weird. Anyway, today's topic, bricks and what? From bricks to smartphones. Yeah, the journey we have taken from whatever we've been having to the slimmest phones, to the faster phones, to whatever we've been having.
You see slim.
Yani, this one. No. This is the cover. The cover is a little bit thick on it. Yeah. But the journey we've come from, I think from the Nokias, the Samsungs, to the journey now we're there.
Yeah.
So, Victor, what was your first phone? Nimeona kuna streak inayotembea online.
Yeah.
iPhones.
iPhones.
Yeah, iPhones.
Wow. First phone ilikuwa Panasonic. First phone was a Panasonic. It had ilikuwa LCD ama ilikuwa nini hiyo screen? Ilikuwa what? But hii screen ilikuwa inawakanga only green. Like inakuwa illuminated green. When it's on standby, iko gray. But
the text is black.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then ilikuwa na, it had an aerial hapa juu.
Where did you get that phone?
It had an aerial. It was among the first phones that was actually bought at our place.
Oh, okay.
I think it was the first one my dad ever had. I think my mom bought him that phone. So I keep progress. Then it's just a hand-me-down kind of thing. So yeah, hiyo ndio ilikuwa the first one. So it had an aerial hapa on top. It had a small LCD screen. The LCD ama ilikuwa nini, sikumbuki vizuri, but yeah. And then keyboard ilikuwa na cover. Yes. And it was grey in color, I remember. I don't even know where it went.
That was a good one.
That was the phone.
Okay. I think for me, the first one, it was a Siemens A113, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. My mom bought it with her last salary.
Her last salary?
Yes. She decided acha nimalize job, nilipwe mshahara, buy a phone, enter into entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So that was the phone nili interact nayo, and then there was a point of time I used to think sometimes calculators were phones.
Pro
yeah,
calculator.
yeah, but those phones had bigger batteries. The batteries were so good. I think hazikuwa na processing power mob. That's why that's why the batteries
As in
were so
battery
good.
life, like in the 2000s, in the early 2000s, in the late 90s, early 2000s, battery life haikuwa like a big issue. Because phones, of course, hazikuwa na hizo
most of the things jump packed into them.
Yeah, lakini so like for me, for example, ilikuwa na hiyo the Panasonic. From there, I had a Nokia. Everybody has to have a Nokia.
So you've had like 3 phones.
3 phones?
Panasonic?
No. Okay. I'm talking about Nokia kama hii.
Oh, okay. The feature phones.
Feature phones.
Uh-huh.
I had 2 Nokias. 2 or 3. Yeah, I think like 2.
Okay.
There was one which was same screen like the Panasonic. It was grey, lakini hiyo ilikuwa inawaka. I think it was like an orangey, yellowish kind of things, you know. And then there was a different one which was grey. It was more advanced kidogo, but still screen was the same. Then there was another one with a color display. That was now that's the third Nokia. Then from there, that is when now smartphones started to hit
the wave. Yeah.
So now tukuwa na Samsung. First Samsung. Actually, my only Samsung.
Yeah.
Samsung kwa chat 222. It had the QWERTY keypad.
The QWERTY keypad, yeah.
Hiyo simu ilikuwa goated. Ilikuwa poa. Hiyo sasa now this one had games mzuri, ilikuwa na internet, you could download things on there. Yeah. Then from there, an LG. I don't remember hiyo jina iko hapo kando. Then maisha ikanifanya ile kitu.
Okay.
Yeah. So it got spoiled. The next time I had a phone was a Neon Kika. Yeah. The next time after the Neon Kika was another Neon Kika. A bigger one. Alafu, I don't know. Hiyo ili no, that one actually didn't spoil. And then now I bought the Nokia. Then the Nokia died.
But that has served you. The Nokia one served you.
The Nokia stayed by there like 2 years hivi. Hiyo ilikaa. Saa hizi niko na hii.
Just name it so that people can know whatever you're using.
No, hizo ni wainulia hadi. This is the iPhone 6s Plus, the 128 gig version. Oh, and beside it, iko na Nokia. I don't even know the code. Oh, it's a 1616.
So between your whole experience and your whole journey with all the phones, which one was your best? Which one was your best before all the smart screens happened?
The best phone? The Nokia. Okay, nilipenda. Yeah, the Nokia. Because I feel like, the Nokia. That generation of Nokias, because that ulikuwa na generation of the same kind. Yeah. That generation of Nokias was like goated. It had features that were not like you had to pay a lot more for other phones to actually get such features. And it actually worked really well.
But I think Nokia for the longest time in the feature phones, they've been doing good. They have the best experience.
Nimesema so many Nokia, sorry. It was a Nokia 6.1 Plus. That's the one that I
feel. The one for 2 years.
Yes, that one.
But I think for hizo zilikuwa entry.
They
were the entry. Those were good.
That's why they had to jump pack everything.
Everything good in it. But Nokia has been good during all that time. But I think for now, what people can consider is, I think, as the last episode, nilisema, if people can give us good batteries, we can survive.
But we have good batteries. Wait, umekuwa na which phones?
Okay. I've had a couple of phones. Nimesahau jina bana. Nimesahau majina mingi. The first one, though it wasn't mine, I inherited ikikaribia kukufa, is the Siemens. The Siemens, and then nikazunguka kwa Nokia kadhaa, And then the first phone I bought for myself was an Alcatel OT305. That phone, ikifika kwa keypad hapa, it was colored good, had music. And then ikifika kwa keypad ukitumia sana, it swells. So ukifinya, you have to exert some more pressure for it to... Yeah, that was good. Had a memory card. Ngoma zilikuwa zimejaa hapo juu nilikuwa mrasta those times, but still mimi mrasta. Used to be the Vibes Cartel.
Dreadlocks, eh?
Yeah. Hizo zilikuwa mob. And then I think kuna time lifestyle ilikuwa noma, so kila wiki nilikuwa na phone tofauti. Siwezi sema ni lifestyle gani, but yeah, nilikuwa na phones tofauti, so I think catching up with those was...
Okay, achana na hizo phone tofauti. Ilifika wapi yenye ikakaa sana?
Yenye ikakaa sana? What? I had a Huawei P9. I think I stayed with that for a while before niibiwe. I stayed with that like for a year or 6 months before ibiwe. And then now after a while ndo nikaingia Nokia. The Nokia 6.2. I think kuna zenye nimesawa hapo katikati, but nikaingia kwa Nokia 6.2. Stayed with the Nokia 6.2 until it's still alive, by the way. It's still alive. Cracked like huku chini kwa screen and on top, and it's still working. It's all glass back and front. Still working. Good architecture on that phone. I stayed with that since 2018.
Why?
2018, 19 up to now. Now, yes, you can say S23U planning to toka hapa very soon.
You know nini.
Ultra. Yeah. Planning kutoka hapa very soon.
Unaona kiburi. Are you seeing? Camera. Are you seeing?
Yeah. Planning kutoka hapa very soon. Yeah. But that phone has stayed with me for... The Nokia served me very good. It still is there. Inakawia kupick up battery. But I don't think I've had a big experience with the feature phones. Not so much. My dad's still stuck on feature phones. He enjoys the feature phones because he's unajua unaweza text kwa mfuko ema nini. And yes, because it's 1 2 3 ABC. Yeah. And for him, he can text almost like 50 people using the feature phone. In this generation, we have no guts. I can't text. You can't text people on that feature phone. You pay with it. You don't even text with it. You see, that is the thing. So,
true.
And the time, I think it's a matter of generations. Kuna wazee wenye wanapenda smart. For my dad, he doesn't. He feels like it's way too bulky. As said, feature phones haven't been much of my experience. Nilikuwa na the QWERTY Nokia's X1. I don't know ilikuwa naitwaje. It was red. I've had some good time with the phones.
Lakini budako, man, like your dad.
I think see vitu mob for him, he prefers to call. It's the basic functionality of a phone.
Lakini unajua like when umesema tu different generations, different people. Because like me,
okay, they reduce, like for a smartphone, they wakutole the social media as part of it in the camera.
Hey.
Will you go back to the feature phone? Or you will still use like this big screen without
kufanya nini?
See, it's better compared to
maybe then you just get a mini phone. Lakini sahi hata my grandfather, the late, alikuwa na, was it an S, what? It was an S series, but
but hata ukiona someone was comparing picture S10 na S23 for the Samsungs.
Yeah.
The S10 was still pretty solid.
Yeah.
Samsung wako na something in them. Was still pretty solid.
True.
Hata ukicompare, I forgot. I had an iPhone 3GS. Yeah, that was my first iPhone. And then iPhone 5. And then from there nikasema bana, I don't want that ecosystem. But hizo sasa zilikuwa za kujailbreak.
Nataka we put a pin on that. Amesema hataki ecosystem. We'll come back to that.
Yeah, anyway, but I think hiyo journey imekuwa poor to now. We've had people wanting bigger screens, bigger experience, you see. To likening at some point msana sema I prefer a phone compared to a laptop. Time kwati zilianza kukuja, sana kwambia uko na computer kwa mfuko, you know, you can tell from the generation conversation. Yeah, mtu anakuambia
hiyo ni generation yako.
Yeah, mtu anakuambia uko na computer kwa mfuko, because it has Excel, tuko na nini all the sliding phones. That song yes, ana try kufanya kitu na Excel, send a message through Excel. You see, we've come
far. One of the one of the greatest fails in music history.
But you see, at that time it wasn't a fail. We've noticed that thing.
Size, yeah.
By then we were fascinated with the technology. That phone was sliding,
but
horizontally.
I feel like maybe whoever actually told them to do that maybe had a motive behind it. Because to digress kidogo, but ukiangalia social media, the tiniest thing is what triggers people and skyrockets engagement.
Yeah.
Like if you were shooting here and then there are a pile of cables and boxes hapa nyuma, watu watakuja waseme mbona mna shoot up?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So hivyo saizi niko sure if you check that video, so many people are talking about the Excel nini.
Oh yeah, compared to the song, even the lyrics.
Yeah, lakini now smartphones zimechange. The game has changed. We came from all those the feature phones. We came actually from those bulky phones. I mean, then we had landlines. Then now we're at a point where we're having like the smartphones, the everyday phone for everyone. We have companies doing crazy things with phones. The folds, the flips.
But I can't consider a flip very...
Okay, a flip is a normal thing.
Kuna Motorola Raz and the Riz.
Oh, yeah.
Those were slick.
Yeah. So, but yeah. Alafu kuna... there's one interesting phone, Nidionanga. I don't think it ever launched. It was a project, something from Google, where you pick the components for yourself so you can build a phone for yourself. As in, we're good to a point where tulikuwa in a generation where innovation was at its peak.
Yeah.
But now it's like the line was like here, and now it's come
to a standstill. Yes, I guess you see now we want to go back because the whole confrontation between EU and smartphone companies is are the phones repairable?
True.
You see, now we want to go back to that Project Google thing, where you take components and repair for yourself and build it for yourself. We want to go back to that era. You can see even there's some laptops where you change the components, you change the keyboard parts where it has to be.
Yeah.
We are coming back to, we have reached the peak. Now we have to look back down. It's a wave. We go down the valley, and then tena itafika mahali some generation hasn't seen 3 cameras on a phone. You see, now it loop back. Because kitambo, yes, these things were there, but haziko fascinating to us.
True.
Because now what you can do is the same way as a camera. It's one lens, different focal distances if you use a zoom.
Yeah.
If they do that on a phone, itakuwa something amazing, but they want to bamboozle us with some 3 cameras. Where hata ujui ya 3 hapa hivi by the way ujui inafanya nini. Unaona? All those things which are very useless. Tukiekewa moja which does all these kind of things, because kama sahi you can do the telephotos very well.
Yeah.
So if they narrow down to vitu kama hizo, which they will definitely at some point of time they will, because tumefika standstill. Sahi hakuna kitu mpya. Now it's either phone design ni kali ama wameinfuse hiyo kitu kila mtu anaongeleaga kila mahali.
Yeah.
Na kila mtu anangoja maybe Apple ingie kwa hiyo bubble, and then sasa conversation itakuwa imeisha. Because it's only Apple that is too late to jump in this thing. Let's be honest.
Okay, late, they don't want to be pushed into these things.
No, they're very late to jump into this thing. Yeah.
Ama
Kila
wana
mse,
gatekeep.
because kila mse ashaingia, because if now they enter, it will be a matter of competition now or a matter of innovation.
But there are speculated rumors where the 16 series will have some AI features.
Yeah.
So mystery, but anyway, umesema by the way, you were talking about repairability. HMD has come into the Kenyan market. It's Nokia rebranded, sindio?
Yeah, the HMD, HMDs.
It has come
but
into
no one miss John is a phone. Talking of it, only lifestyle content creators ama uone our favorite Kahuma kipatiana kwa street, only that.
Yeah, haven't seen sijaiona hata na mtu. I don't even know the price. I don't even know if it was launched, but I don't even think I haven't been in town in a minute, so mi sijui kama they're being sold.
Sijaona, because me brought the other conversation last time on Twitter nikisuliza, is there any tech content creator mwenye amepata iPhone? And you questioned me, ukaniambia, why do content creators wa tech, why do they need to see this phone? You see, it brings back the question of kama kuna hiyo repairability. Those are some few tech aspects. We need to know kama hizo vitu ziko. Is it true? Real? Yeah. Is it not? We don't care about the battery life of that phone or anything. Because Techno is a power bank. Sahi wanatoa phone ya 7,000 mAh. You can imagine. Yeah. Kama mimi niko na 5,000 and I stay for a good period of time. We're no longer talking the battery war. We're now looking at some other aspects of this. Vitu kama hizo. So HMD, please release the phones kwa streets so that we tech content creators tunataka kuona this device. We want people to know how the device is good. We've only seen the boxes. They're very colorful, but send them to the streets, man. They have to be tested on the streets.
Best feature on a smartphone for you?
Best feature? What?
Let's give it best 3.
Best 3 features? Okay, first of all, I'm a camera nerd. We'll go to the camera. And then I'll double down to the battery. And then the processing power. Those 3 I pick. I don't care about the storage. Yeah.
On my end, cameras, number 1. I feel like cameras is the first thing. Number 2 has to be, is it the processing power? But number 3 is operating system. For me personally, this is my opinion. These are my opinions. Tafadhali. Uliniuliza the best phone niliyokuwa nayo. It was a Nokia. Sindio? But the best, okay, sisema like the best nini. It was a close to stock Android. So it was a simple phone for me. And kama hii simu, this iPhone inanipeaga to the same vibe because it's just simple, direct to the point nini. But so best features zangu ni hizo. I wish the cameras hizi zimekuwa like they're really powerful.
Yeah, unaona the latest nini nilipost ile story, whether people choose between, is it a phone or is it a camera?
I think hata mimi nilianguka hiyo swali.
Kila wase wengi, as in some people chose the phone because there was an option of the phone, but hawakukuwa sure.
They are not sure.
Yeah. The phone did a pretty solid job. Hata mwenye nilipiga picha ako like, hata hii phone ni kali kuliko camera. That is because his screen is big, yes, akiona, and then the screen on the camera was tiny. But that now explains technology mali imefika.
Yeah.
Tumefika place inaanza kukua kama saa hii iPhone ina shoot log. Kama ina shoot log now,
you can imagine.
Cameras need to shrink down, or tufike mali we are stalemate in terms of taking these things for shooting and doing all these things. But that is the thing. Tumefika point yenye ni stand still. There's nothing new
in the game.
Nothing new in this ecosystem. Because Droid Droid was posting something on Twitter akisema people are now going back also to the debloated versions of the operating systems za Windows. Those had nothing much. Sasa unafungua kombe sijui Copilot, sijui ufanye nini, you configure Copilot, unafungua browser, it tells you it's a different route, man. It's totally so much.
My laptop iko na so many updates bana. Now every time you open it, there's something different. They've moved things. But hata me, anytime like I install a new OS, lazima ni delete like all these unnecessary things because you never use them.
And back to the operating system thing, the best, one of the, I think best user-friendly is the Apple ecosystem.
Oh, the iOS.
That is very good and user-friendly. So much. Except part ya kutafuta mali ya kutuma M-Pesa. Only that. Only that. That is the problem, the SIM toolkit part. Hiyo ndo shida. But it's a very user-friendly phone. All the oldies I know when you wako in the West, as much as that is the phone they've grown up with. I've seen them use the iOS or the Apple phones very well compared to the Android phones. So I think in terms of user friendliness, I'd go to the
kuna mtu aliquote is it a quote really I saw it in a comment somewhere. They were like, if you want technicalities and all those things, you want to like customize your thing, you want to go to the end.
Come to this side.
And Android.
Kabisa.
Lakini if you're a minimalist, someone who just wants simple things, just stick to the iPhone. The iOS. If you want an Android experience, maybe use the Pixel.
I give you both. Which one will you take?
What?
iPhone 15 S24 Ultra.
Hata wewe unajua.
You're an Apple guy. Anyway,
I feel like it just works well. It just does what it's supposed to do at the end of the day. Ama unaonaje?
It's not me. I think my first experience definitely with the phones was nilikuwa na, the operating systems zilikuwaga zinakuwa jailbroken. Majority of the people don't know what that is. Ni kucrack sim.
Like crack software.
But that is on the iPhone side. Zilikuwa jailbroken. So it used to be a whole process. There was this guy in KU known as Abraham. That was the king of jailbreaking iPhones back then. So I used to spend all my time going huko. Manze phone imededi. And your time yote nini, my browser ilikuwa imejaa how to jailbreak an iPhone Windows. I think all that process may create trauma in my head with this whole ecosystem. Ni mimi nimekata kuheal.
Actually umeongelea story ya kwa jailbroken and I remember I had an Infinix. It was among the first ones ever released. Actually hiyo hata ikubaiwa huku to begin with. So even when I had it, people in the country didn't have it. I tried to jailbreak it, brother. I would go on YouTube and search and just read about everything. I don't know if I managed at the end, but the phone is still alive, actually, interestingly. But you go alive. That's one of the very few phones that I've owned and they're still alive. Yeah. But one thing, before to end to the closing part, smartphones may impact the current community, the world as a whole. And as much as it's given us these positive things that we're talking about, the capabilities of a camera in your pocket, a power, it's just a powerhouse. You can work on it literally. There are some problems that have come with them. And we've talked about data a lot of times here. And the biggest vulnerability of a human being currently is your phone. It carries everything, all your
everything
data. What do you think about this now?
I think, there's no tutorial on how to use a computer. There's no tutorial on how to use a phone. The first phone you got, you figured out for yourself. You're not taught the privacy things of the phone, which data is good on your phone. You see, like right now on this phone, I have different accounts, all of them with different datas. There's no like, let us unanimize this thing. We're just one account to rule them all.
Yeah.
There's no all these things. There's a predicament may come, but majority of the people don't know the fact that data is king. So hata ukiibiwa phone, they don't sell your data. They flash it. It's a resale. It's a refurb. It goes back to the market. You see, that is what is happening. But the other things have been brought by the age of internet. The matters of privacy and all these. A smartphone is basically a good thing to have. Kwanza ukiwa na hizi, one of the high-end things, you're good because
smart buys is getting.
No,
people should buy the low-end phones.
No, you can.
They get the Phantoms and they get the Camons and the S's, the Notes.
Yes, as in go get those things.
The Pros and the Pro Maxes.
They're fast.
The 13 series, 14, 15 series.
They're fast. They have computer kwa mfuko mentality.
What computer?
They kuna computer kwa mfuko mentality and all these kind of things. Zime make life easier. Samson ananitumia kitu kwa phone. It's easy for me to sign a document and send it back. Guys, this is how technology has reached. It's very this thing is very nice. Anyway, yes, unaona tumefika hiyo age because you wonder how would I sign a document and
kidole. Mimi naweza sign na kidole.
It doesn't have that touch. But smartphones are good.
It's a touch screen.
Smartphones are good. The only problem is the internet and whatever it has given birth to. Yes.
Will mention addiction to guys. Then we had a mental health. It was a problem because social media, then smartphone.
Yeah, because I can't be addicted to this phone without the internet.
So you see, if we kill the internet, the smartphone is a remarkable device.
Exactly.
It's actually one of the best gadgets of the current day and age.
Yeah. Because the internet may open a gateway to a lot of things. A lot of things.
So if they released a phone that does not access the internet, hiyo ingekuwa sawa?
Kama singekuwa najua the power of internet ingekuwa sawa. Najua the power of internet. Walishaniharibu bana, I can't go back. Everything is as in, you see, ulikuwa addicted to the feature phone because you can play pinball. Nokia. Kuna hiyo ball ile red ilikuwa unacheza. Bounce, yes.
Bounce. Pinball ilikuwa kwa XP, Windows.
Oh yeah. Yes, because you could play that bounce.
Yeah.
Unaenda fika mahali and then you are just addicted to that game. Nothing, as in life yako hujui ni nini, haujui anything outside that bounce. Sai. Nasikia kucheza PUBG ama Warzone. Acha ninge Warzone. Ukipigwa huku narudi huku. Unaona? There's a lot of things that zinazunguka hapo around. So smartphones are good.
Then that is your final take.
Yeah, that's my final take.
Unasema shida ni internet.
The
problem is the internet.
Yes. And sasa zikishikana na internet, shida zingine ni mimi mwenye natumia internet.
Hey. Anyway, kitu ya mwisho. Smartphone fails. As much tumesema ni the biggest thing that has come out from the factories and the innovators of the last 30-20 years.
Smartphone fails. In Africa, we don't have much experience with smartphones. We know whatever we have. So we can't consider them as smartphone fails without...
But kulikuwa na smartphone fails. Umesema kuna smartphone fails in Africa. But in Africa, we don't really experience them. So
we don't experience this thing. No, nasema tuna hiyo experience. But I can't judge a techno design, ama sijui a Samsung design or what design. I can't judge them. Unajua? Ati niseme that's a big fail. No. You see, Royal to a video fulani asubuhi akicompare the Itel S24 camera to some the latest Infinix not 40
The
Pro.
Note 40 Pro.
Yes, and the cameras were good. You see, hatuna that much experience with these things because hizo ni vitu zinakuwa shipped huko. They're not made here. Ndo tuseme because angali Mr. Who's the boss akisema we're going to look at the smartphone fails. Akona smartphone 40 kwa meza. Utatoa phone ngapi?
Actually, Mr. The Boss akona so many videos the smartphone fails.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Huku hivi hatuna that experience. We don't
Actually,
have that luxury.
Some phones I've never even heard of them. And
Yeah.
I've watched I watched like all his videos. Na hata zimesikia.
We don't have that luxury of knowing this is bad, this is good, but we are just users. Simple users, but
Yenyewe, true. But kuna moja
gani?
sijui kama we had instances in Africa, but your phone was everywhere. It was like a grenade bana. Ilikuwa kwa memes, people were throwing it kama grenade.
Which one?
The Note 7 series bana. Hata recently, I think like last month, Joanel made a video on it, the way it was exploding everywhere.
Oh, I think, but no, in terms of battery. In terms of battery. Yeah. It's not like a bigger fail. Unaona? It's not like ati tutasema hii kitu yenyewe
ili Samsung yako. See, Samsung made the needs.
This
and
thing.
The interesting thing is, there was a video that Marquez, Mr. The Boss made, that his Samsung phones, the one in your store, the battery pops out. As in a
sijui, but maybe naweza store it for some
yako hii.
Can store it for some good time nione it will.
Anyway,
it will
guys,
pop, yeah.
Achana na Jessy, nunua iPhone, achana Samsung, sijui what?
But I don't lose this war.
S23U, nunua iPhone.
Don't lose the war. Lose the war.
Lakini anyway, a smartphone depends on the user at the end of it all.
At the end of the day, yeah.
Because, for example, my mom doesn't really care which phone she uses. As long as it takes a picture,
she uploads
WhatsApp. It to her WhatsApp status, business is going well, she's okay.
Exactly.
I think in our house, yeye ndo amekuwa na the most phones. Like she's had like Blackberries, Samsungs. I think ni iPhone peke yake hajaikuwa nayo. Like from the known brands. Because yeye amekuwa na like crazy things like Sony's, amekuwa na Huawei's and Honor. Now that I think about it, ndio
the kingpin.
She should be the tech person, the tech mom. Shout out, mom.
Big up.
But anyway, guys, this is a wrap. See you on the next one.
Peace out. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah.